Here are pictures of my burns on my leg because of a faulty apron. Instead of having the good quality apron that you had, they went cheap and got these poor aprons. And here's burns on my knee, acid burns. Here's another on my legs. On my legs, acid burns. Acid burns on my legs. Acid burns on my legs. It took months to heal. Oh, but that's not worth anything. What the hell is the pain and suffering for? Here's my trousers that were all acid soaked. Here's another trousers, acid soaked. Acid soaked trousers. Here's some more acid soaked trousers. Acid soaked. Here's some more. Here, burns on my legs from acid soaked trousers. Here's some more. Big time acid burn on my leg. Big time acid soaked trousers. Here are my trousers that were acid soaked. 3 pair. One day. Each day I went, where are these getting burns coming from one? I thought at first the beginning was maybe my wife had changed the soap. I do the laundry, but my wife had changed the soap. Maybe that was it. And here's the burn that was on my forehead. This is not reported, but everybody saw it because I wore a big round cotton ball every day till it finally healed. Nobody cares. And here, how long has it been? How long has it been? My God. Here, your doctor's report, carpal tunnel. I could show you all the reports, every paper from the doctors, every place I've had, and the medicine that they gave me. Please, I am saying to you, to show you the doctor's report. First I was treated by Miller, and the second by Lyons. Miller gave me the salve for my legs, and Lyons gave me the heart pills that would kill me. This is the actual, right here, that it says, nobody my age should take it. A heart attack, yes, heart attack or a serious stroke. And you know something else which is strange? These are the pills, the actual pills. And there isn't a doctor's name on there. And you know something? If I go to anybody who's gotten any doctors or any pills from anyone, the doctor's name is always on the bottle. But isn't that strange? That the doctor's name isn't on these pills that would have killed me. Isn't it strange? His name isn't on here. The bill for Cox was $729.62. $729, and Phil said that Positronics would cover it. But you see, they didn't. It's still owed to them. Now, you're trying to settle with me? Settle with me? And what? If I walk into a doctor's office, this is just 2 visits. 10,000, 20,000, a doctor would eat that up in what? It's like a nickel to them. Your money's gone, just like this. I need attention. I need fixed. I demand it. It's my right as an employee. And your right as an employer. Your duty as an employer. I will not stop until justice is done. This letter was written February 1st in 2008. This comes very late, as I have previously tried to get a lawyer to handle my dilemma. But now, thank you, Jesus, I have Mr. Randy Alberhasky. He's the one that is helping me. Finally, someone who has the balls enough to get up and help someone. Honest. Someone with character. The Lord sent me him. This comes very late, as I have previously tried to get a lawyer to handle my dilemma, to be let go from employment just because I was working in a haphazardous place, floors loose with uneven racks. type flooring, acid tanks, and the acid tanks themselves, yes, has a certain amount of draft taking them out, but the majority of the acid fumes are going up into the air. Yes, both of which have tolerable, but the titanium racks on which the material to be dipped, acid dipped and recoated, were hanging on water pipes high in the air. And the tips of them were very sharp and could pierce you like a needle. Dan, the night manager, tried to get protective, puncture-proof gloves for me. But Phil refused. Phil refused it. They kept me working in spite of the accident as long as I was compliant and went to their company doctor, Concentra. But after I was so badly treated and humiliated by them, I refused to return to them when another accident occurred. They were absolutely delighted when I refused to fill out all of the other papers you sent me. I am sorry now. I did not comply. When the rack fell on my head, every worker included, but not my bosses, wanted me to go to the doctor. But after Concentra, I did not know where to go, so my wife took care of it, and I kept my head covered with gauze and a cap until it healed. When this acid hit my temple, I made light of it because I needed to work. I made them make a report of the rack falling on my head even though I didn't see a doctor. A fact that they were happy about because they didn't have to tell you. The acid on my temple, no record was made, even though I wore a bandage over it for weeks. When the acid burned my legs, the wounds were deep and took 10 to 14 weeks to heal and left big scars on some scars on my legs. But the acid that got into my right eye is causing my sight to diminish daily. And now it's affecting my left eye. After my legs were burned, they put me on light duty and still had me do the racking, prep work for material to have an acid bath. But carpal tunnel tendonitis developed, and a huge lump, which is now the size of $50, began to develop just above the thumb on my left hand. Again, I went to Cox, who prescribed an antibiotic whose side effects were first heart attack, second stroke, especially in older people. Needless to say, I did not take it. 2 days later, Jeff, my boss, called me in for an evaluation, said I was doing okay, but to watch the accidents. I responded, I am careful. I wear every piece of safety equipment that is possible to wear, including those sleeves. Everything I could possibly wear to protect myself from that acid, I wore. The accidents were not my fault. He gave me 10-cent raise. 2 days after that, they fired me. I have been unemployed since 9/29/07, and I need continued medical care to get rid of the lump on my left hand, tendonitis on my right, and an eye doctor from my right eye before it goes completely blind. I sought out lawyers, even the ones given to me by Career Center, and even those that were recommended to me by the mayor's office. And even they refused to help me. They says, go against Positronics? Oh. And not only that, but you know, there isn't enough money to make. Look at what there's not enough money in your claim. I says, money? Is that all you're concerned with? How about the fact that I need to get healed? How about the fact that my accident is getting worse? My injury is becoming worse. Isn't that worth something to somebody?